But communication is really at the heart of everything. In your work, with your family, with your friends, with your loved one. Who is in a relationship here? Right. Who wants to be in a relationship? Right? How do you get there? How do you get in a relationship? Okay. Nowadays there is a lot of swiping left and right. But eventually, you have to start talking. My wife never stopped.
Oh, you never listen.
You see, relationships are challenging. They should require effort, but it should not be hard.
Today we're going to share with you the 6 key elements to build and maintain relationships with all the most important people in your life. Travelers. So first I want to have a look at what Google says about relationships. Relationships are not easy, hard work, are like lost? Like, what does that even mean?
Even at work, if we look at statistics, it's shown that the most sought after skill for a leader is communication. Why? Because communication is at the heart of everything. So today, we're going to have our talk in 2 different parts. The first part is going to help you to build strong foundations. And the second part is going to be to help you get better at conflict resolution. Now, we're going to give you 6 distinctions that are very valuable to improve your relationship. When I was 15, I entered a relationship that would last for 7 years. And could you cover your ear first?
Here we go.
Thank you. Love you. Sometimes you make me crazy. Honestly. This relationship, when it ended, it was free. I was happy like, oh, finally, because I was not super happy. But I'm a person who don't really like to be single. So I went on a quest. I thought, I want to find someone who's going to make me happy. And I thought, you know what? To find the one, I'm going to have to try them all. But being in the military at the time was kind of easy because everybody's kind of charmed with a uniform, right? It worked super well for the first night, but after a bit longer, you're like, this is not the life I want to be part of. So I had no problem meeting people, but nothing was fitting. I could not really find meaning. And eventually, I got tired. I was like, leave it. You know what? Instead of trying to find someone who's going to make me happy, I'm going to focus on making myself happy. And if I find someone, great. And if I don't, no worries. At least I'll be happy. But then, something special happens.
That all about? Seriously? Are they clapping? Right, question for you guys. Have you ever slept on a couch? Raise your hand. Oh yeah. Now I don't mean maybe you should. No, I mean sleeping on a couch for 4 weeks in a row. Anyone? Oh, some of them. Well, me too, and I can tell you it is not a nice experience. Why would you do that? Well, back in 2011, I had it all. I had a boyfriend, I had a house, I had a job, I had my friends and family all around, I even had a cat. I had it all, but I wasn't happy. So I broke up with my boyfriend. I sold the house and I crashed on the couch of a friend of mine. Because I don't know if the couch was small or I was tall, but it just didn't fit. We didn't go good together. And then after 3 horrible nights, my boss called me and he started, yeah, Rianna, how's it going? I know, relationship, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, where's this going? He never calls me for this. And he said, yeah, I have to share something with you because I made a mistake in the calculation and I know I promised you a job, but actually the contract, everything, it's not working. I didn't even hear the rest of it. I was just sitting there on the couch and I was like, no job, no house, no boyfriend, no job, like nothing. I think it took me like 3 weeks. And then one night I woke up with unbearable neck pain. And that was the moment that I realized I needed to take back control. I was waiting for external circumstances to make me happy. I was waiting for that job that would make me happy, or another boyfriend, and it just doesn't work. I needed to take back control, and that's what I did. The next day, I packed my bags, put them in my car, and I drove to Paris. day that I arrived in Paris, and I was standing there on a bridge, crossing the Seine, and it was like all livelihood going on behind me. I didn't even hear or see it. I was just staring in the water. And I made a promise to myself. And I told myself, from now on, I'm only going to do things that make me happy. I'm not going to compromise my happiness for anybody else's needs. And that's what I did. I moved to China, I worked in several places, I traveled all over Asia, and then one day I arrived in Indonesia. And a friend of mine said, you need to go to Kadidiri. It's a tiny but cute island, you need to see it. So well, a friend recommends you a place, you go, right? So that's what I did. I took a bus for 12 hours, I took a boat for 16 hours, and then I arrived on a tiny but cute island. And tiny it was. Gosh, it was like a small stretch of beach and 3 huts. 1, 2, 3, seriously. There was nothing else. So I went to the owner of the huts and I was like, I was thinking in myself, okay, this is fun for one night, but tomorrow I'm going to go back. So I asked him, what time is the boat going back tomorrow? And he was pointing at the boat that just left. And he said, next week. And I was like, what? Next week I'm stuck here on this tiny but cute island with 3 huts? Well, long story short, something I didn't know in that moment. But in one of those huts, there was my future husband sleeping.
Since I'm a kid, I want to travel the world. I grew up and I want to become an adventurer. I want to go on a sailboat, cross the oceans, discover uncharted places. Unfortunately, they had no master degree for that, so I joined the military instead. But still, this desire was still there. And so every time I could, I would buy a ticket and go somewhere to explore and travel. And that was great. But I was like, that's not it. I want more of that. And I was explaining to my friends, I think I want to just quit everything and go travel. But they were like, you're crazy. You work so hard to get in this position. You have a good place, you love your job, you have a career in front of you, everything is perfect, you make decent money, like, man, don't screw it up. It's hard up there, we're struggling. Yeah, maybe it's not that rational. But that day, when I was in Indonesia, on this tiny but cute island, I told this beautiful blonde girl my dreams. I think I want to quit everything and go travel the world. And she cheered me on. I expected to be like, yeah, nice hearing, but it's not so realistic. But no, she said, great, where are you going? My dream is to go live in Nepal. Needless to say, that we clicked. We fell in love at first sight, like people like 2 weeks ago. And then we went on this journey to help We went on this journey to help each other dreams come true. She would support me in my dream of traveling around the world, and I would support her in her dream of living in Nepal. And so that's what we did. We went on this super adventure, traveling around the world, and we're going to end up in Nepal. So we really were aware of what is it that makes us happy. I know what I needed to do. She knew what she needed to do. And we knew that we were not responsible for each other's happiness. We could only contribute to it.
Yeah, so what is really important to not put this responsibility or this ownership for your happiness on the other person is knowing what makes you happy. What lights you up? What makes you feel fully alive? So that's what we're going to do right now. I want you to take your phone, or a piece of paper if you have it with you, and open a notes or an email to yourself and write down at least 10 things that make you happy. Your happy list.